Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. And this watch is the Cartier Santos Dumont La Belle Douce. It is a 2025 limited edition of 100 pieces for Cartier's native French market, and it's a throwback to the original Cartier wristwatch, their very first from 1904, and inspired by the needs of the aviator Alberto Santos Dumont. It was also one of the first tool watches of any kind, and undoubtedly the first pilot's watch. Now, today the Santos Dumont is more of a dress watch, but with a glorious history. And this watch is, of course, nicely sized in platinum, not too big, at 31.4 millimeters across. It's 7.4 millimeters thick. It's 43.5 from lug to lug, with a oddball 17.5 millimeter spacing between the lugs. Platinum case, Aventurine enamel dial, and a ruby cabochon. This is a cut above even your regular Cartier Santos Dumont. Of course, the watch on my wrist is nicely sized to the point that if this wrist is 16 centimeters, which it is, you could wear this well on a wrist as small as 13.5, so a unisex option to be sure. Here's your over the top. Here's your cuff shot. It'll easily slide underneath any kind of a cuff. It's not a massive watch, but it's heavier than you would expect it to be given its size. Full platinum with a solid platinum case back will do that. What's fascinating here, and I don't know how well you can actually see this on camera, but the strap is alligator leather, blue with a gloss execution, and then metallic elements actually added to the pigmentation of the strap, just like we have them on the Aventurine dial. I've only seen a few straps like this, and none of them on a factory product in the past. So this is an adventurous and very cool look on a strap that is model and edition specific. You can see it's a thick piece of leather, and it's thick cut with a folded edge, a monotone stitch, calfskin on the bottom, no crimping, no gouging. It is a brand new Cartier strap specifically for this model. We have a Cartier pin buckle with a little Cartier C, almost like a monogram buckle, platinum like the watch. Not every brand does that today. You see a lot of white gold paired with platinum, but not here. One of the reasons it wears so well is because the case and the lugs are arced, almost like a tonneau. We have lovely details like this bevel that runs all the way across the bottom of the case, up the lip of the lug, and then side to side across the top of the case. Creases, curves, we have satin and polish, we have a beaded crown with a ruby cabochon, as is often the case with a platinum Cartier watch. We've got the Aventurine glass dial. Now, a lot of people know that there's Aventurine stone, so they ask me, why do I say Aventurine glass? Well, Aventurine glass was created probably in the Southern Renaissance period by Italian artisans who came upon it by accident. So it is a type of enamel. It's melted vitreous paint or glass paint, and it's melted and applied through several layers. It's a very dark translucent, and through each application it's fired in a kiln at 800 degrees centigrade. Now, through each application, metal elements are added, and as each layer goes on, the previous applications look a little bit more distant and sunken. They're not quite as bright as they glimmer, almost like you're looking through layers of stars into the infinite space. Now, the dial's upscale with a few interesting elements, the first of which is that little 1903 signature, which was the year that the airship La Belle Douce was created for Santos Dumont's personal transportation. So instead of a conventional Cartier secret signature right here, we have the year referred to by the airship itself. And of course, 1 year after this, the Santos watch was created. The watch also features polished Breguet-style hands at center, a chemin de fer in silver, or one might say gray print, or railroad track minutes around the edge. We have applique metal, very upscale looking, radially arrayed Cartier-style Roman numerals, including the watchmaker's four. And if you look, see, these are not metallizations. These are very thin, polished applique. Inside, protected to 30 meters. We have a Piaget 430P. Remember, Cartier and Piaget are both part of the Richemont group, and sometimes Cartier will borrow high horology movements from other group members, and that's the case here, primarily because the 430 is a small movement. It's only 2.1 millimeters thick, allowing this watch to be only 7.4 thick. Manual wind, 3 hertz beat rate, 18 joules. Cartier cites a 38-hour power reserve in this application in a watch that is simply full of graces with rarity, high horology appeal, real history behind it. When you're dealing with a Louis Vuitton, a Cartier, a Breguet, a Rolex type brand, you're going to be dealing with age-old designs that are classics, that are old-timers, that have stood the test of time. That's definitely what you get here, but you also get something rare, unique, and individual, and very hard to find, even in its native market of France. This is the Santos Dumont La Baladouze French market edition of 100 pieces. Reach out to Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase and pricing details of this manual wind Santos Dumont.